Good morning to one and all. In the today's class, I am going to explain about constructional details of an DC machine. It's a DC machine. It may be a DC generator or it may be a DC motor. The construction remains same. Okay. So in a DC machine, the first part we're going to study about yoke. This part we call it as yoke. Yoke is an outermost cover of an DC machine and it protects against atmospheric moisture and gases like silicon dioxide, acidic fumes, etc. And this yoke, this yoke provides mechanical support to an poles. These are all the poles. You have 4 poles in this DC machine. Okay, these are all called poles. Okay, so and this yoke provides low reluctance path for the magnetic flux. Reluctance in the sense it is similar to a resistance, but in the magnetic field instead of calling as a resistance we call it as reluctance. Reluctance means opposition to the flow of magnetic lines of flux is called reluctance. So this yoke will provide an low reluctance path. Okay, and then this yoke is made up of cast iron because it is a cheapest one and it provides an low reluctance path. Okay, in large machines we will use cast steel and silicon steel. Okay, so this is called yoke. And the second one you have poles. So poles is divided into 2 parts, mainly pole shore and pole shoy. Pole core in the sense this one, the vertical one is pole core and this one we call it as pole shoy. Okay, so one thing keep it in your mind, in a pole core the winding will be the field winding. Pole shoy is just an extension of an armature. Okay, so here as I told you, in the pole core there will be an winding. This is your pole core. Here you might be observe and windings. Okay, and this is an pole shoy. This shape you call it as pole shoy. It enlarges the particular armature core. Okay, and these poles are made up of cast iron or it made up of a cast steel. Okay, then the next one we call it as field winding. The terminals of the field windings are F1 and F2. Okay, so the field windings are wound on an pole core with a definite direction. You might be observe here. These are called field windings. These field windings are wound on an pole core with a definite direction. So what will happen? This winding will carry a current and create a magnetic flux and it behaves like an electromagnet. Okay, it behaves like an electromagnet. So it has to carry the current in the sense this field winding is made up of copper or aluminium. Okay, so the total number of poles in a DC machine is indicated by P. P indicates the total number of poles. Okay, and the next one we move on to an armature. Armature further divided into two types. One is armature core and another one is armature winding. Okay. So here you might me observe here. This is armature. What I had shown in the dotted lines now. This is called armature. So here I have written armature. Okay. Here I have the diagram. This is armature, single circular lamination of armature core. Okay. It consists of slots. These are all slots to an periphery, and you have an air ducts on the surface of the armature. Okay. To which serves cooling purpose. Okay. And then in the slots there will be an armature conductors. Okay. So which provides a low reluctance path. And this armature coil is made up of magnetic materials like cast iron and cast steel. Okay. That is about armature. Then you have armature winding. Armature winding means in the slots you have an armature conductors. These are all called armature conductors. These armature conductors are placed in a slot. There is an interconnection between an armature conductors, that is called armature winding. Armature winding is nothing but interconnection of armature conductors placed in a slots, okay, provided in an armature core. Okay. So what will happen when this conductor rotates, armature conductor rotates, it cuts magnetic flux and EMF will be generated. Okay. And the EMF will be generated. So this armature conductors are made up of coppers. Armature conductors are made up of coppers. Then you have an commutator. Commutator means this one, inner one, this circle we call as a commutator. The function of the commutator is to convert an alternating EMF into DC, that is unidirectional EMF. Okay, that is the main function of the commutator. The commutator is made up of copper segments. Okay, then you have brushes. So in the diagram here I have not shown the brushes here. The brushes are the stationary parts resting on the surface of the commutator. It will collect the current from the commutator and it